Welcome, everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia, and I'm guessing that most of you have seen something that somebody sent you already, probably a very small video, a short presentation. And it's my goal tonight to give you a little bit more information to expand on what you've watched so that you can make an educated decision about whether or not this company that I'm going to be sharing information on tonight is a fit for you. When I first looked at this back in 2008, I truly thought I was doing the person who invited me, who was my brother, I thought I was doing him a favor. Little did I know it would take me on a path that would radically change my finances, radically change our family's health, radically change my time freedom, which I would probably say was the most radical change because time freedom has an everlasting impact on your life. It allows you to do the things you're passionate about. It allows you to build relationships. My boys were 9 months old and 3 years old when we started here. They are now 16 and 19, and the relationships that I've been able to have with them as a result of me not working 12-hour days as I was in 2008 has again radically impacted our future together. And that's not even talking about the finances or the health changes that we have seen. So someone probably invited this to you. Maybe you're in a place in life where you're actively looking and evaluating different companies. Maybe you've had a taste of this industry and you know how much income can be made here and you're evaluating different companies. I'm here to tell you, I personally think our company is the best one in the industry. And I'm going to walk through with you here tonight why I believe that and why others from our profession are leaving the companies they're in to join us. And I believe it's because of what I'm going to share with you tonight. So I'm going to walk you through some slides, walk you through some information. And again, it's my goal to give you as much information as I possibly can in a short amount of time that allows you to make a decision, that allows you to say, okay, yes, I'm interested in potentially partnering with this company in some way or another. So I wanted to make sure that you can hear sound because I do have some sound in this presentation. So I started here when my nephew, the little guy with red hair on the left, had just been diagnosed with severe autism. And I had sat with my sister as the physician said to her, he will never speak. He will never have more than the mind of a 3-year-old. And that was a rocket for our family. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences. I was actively practicing medicine, seeing 60 to 70 patients a day, writing 200 prescriptions a day when my sister received this diagnosis. And so I had a lot of questions about what autism was, why he had it. And I had gone on this journey, this health journey of what is autism? I did not learn about it in medical school. So I read books like this book, The China Study, and learned that what we put into our bodies really matters. And I began to try to do better for our family on my own. We got the big juicer. We had the organic garden. I was buying lots of supplements from the health company. And through all that, I looked like this. So you would think with all of this healthy stuff I was doing that I would be super healthy. And if you'd asked this girl in 2008 if she was healthy, if she needed any help with her health, I would have said, no, I'm totally fine. I don't need anything that you can offer me. And so, that being said, I always say people don't walk around with a sign that says, I'm constipated. I haven't slept in 3 days. I have a child who's suicidal. My husband struggles with depression. We also don't walk around with signs that say, I need an extra $1,000 a month to make my car payment. My child just got into an out of state college and we can't afford to pay the tuition. We don't know what we're going to do. We don't walk around telling people these things. I watched this presentation thinking I was doing my brothers a favor. I said, no, I'm not interested. And they said, you can say no, but give me an educated no. And that made sense to me. So I agreed to take a look. And within minutes, I heard truth. I heard them talking about cleansing your body of toxins, balancing out your pH, getting alkaline, building yourselves up with whole raw food nutrition. Everything I'd been learning through the studies and the books I'd been poring over regarding my nephew's autism. And I called them and I said, this is truth. Who are these people? Where did this company come from? And I found out they'd been using this cleanse, balance, build philosophy in a clinical practice for 30 years. And I was like, I'm in. Give me everything they've got. I'm sick of going to the health food store. I'm sick of the garden. I'm sick of the juicy. My vegetables were going bad anyways because I worked 14-hour days. Side note, I also had just invested $100,000 in two companies, $50,000 in a skincare company, a skincare retail store that I owned and operated, and $50,000 in a construction company. Because I was desperately looking for ways to create additional streams of income. And we did not have the resources in 2008 that we have now. You can go on YouTube and watch people educating on how to be an entrepreneur, how to get involved in real estate. There wasn't anything like that. So I read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And this is why I told my husband, we've got to take a jump. We've got to do something different. We've done everything right up until this point. We went to school, we got good grades, we got graduate degrees, and we were making great money, multiple six figures, but we were handcuffed to these jobs. And I said, we have got to become entrepreneurs. So we invested money in these two companies, which, if I'm being honest, what those two companies did was suck more time from us. And so while I was watching this, I got involved for the health aspect. Within a week of us getting started, sleep issues resolved in our house. My son had horrible constipation issues at the age of 3. We were told to put him on Miralax. Miralax is antifreeze in a bottle. Put no one you love on Miralax. Okay, that's just a side note. He was pooping smooth and easy, like a Wendy's Frosty within days. Within 3 months, I'd lost 32 pounds. Massive, radical physical change to me. And probably one of the biggest household changes with my husband. Now, he also had a physical change, looked different. This is my husband in his early 30s on the left and his 50 years old on the right. Radical change physically, but for me and for my children mentally, the change that he experienced was huge. This guy on the left struggled with severe depression. He struggled with severe anger issues. I was encouraged by his family members to put him on medications. Being a prescriber, I knew what that road looked like. You start with a little one, and then you need double the dose. Then you need another medication for the side effects. And I just wasn't willing to go down that road with him. So when 6 weeks in, his depression, anger issues were gone, guys, marriage saving. Marriage saving. We were 10 years into our marriage at this point. We've now been married over 26 years. But the big one was my nephew, the little red-haired guy, came in. He had never spoken a word in his life. He screamed all day long, every day. He came in that Christmas and said, Aunt Rachel, what a beautiful Christmas tree. And I look at my sister and I'm like, what in the world? And she said, it's this stuff. Radically changed my nephew's life. This is him at his high school graduation last year. He still has autism. He is still on the spectrum, but his life, my sister's life radically changed. My life radically changed because I'm here sharing this story with you, not because of my weight loss, not because of my son's constipation issues resolving. Bo's turnaround, his verbal turnaround, is what caused me to say, I must share this with others. So what is this? Well, this is a company that launched in 2007. Our owners are billionaires and multimillionaires. We are a totally debt-free company. We have no venture capitalists. We owe no one money. We are profitable week after week after week. Our CEO and majority owner, Mr. Jung, had 31 years in the industry, the majority of that as a distributor, like me, in a company where he was out recommending products of another company to people. I tell you these things because he has been where I am, and I have a regular communication with him regarding what is coming and going in the company. This is big for a number of people watching right now who are looking for a home. We have a home office based in Plano, Texas that is absolutely gorgeous. People have been flying in for the last 2 weeks as they have found out about their company's closing and they've been looking for a home. They've been going in to meet the owner, the president, the VP of sales, our corporate staff, and are blown away by not only the servant leadership that our corporate staff offers, but also the validity to the products, the science behind the products, the results of the products. It is very, very impressive. We're an international company. We're literally global. We're in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Korea, Japan, Thailand, with offices in both Korea and Japan, as well as in Texas. So what you found is a company that very few people know about with a 17-year history. Why? Well, we haven't done a lot on social media in the past. We've really done belly to belly, calling people. Somebody probably called you and said, take a look at this. It might be for you. This is how I've built my entire business. And I've been building it for 16 years in August. See, some people are attracted to the health aspect. That was me. I was totally attracted to the health. Others are attracted to the income, the ability to create a residual income with small amount of effort on a consistent basis. I didn't believe the income side of it when I got started because the investment was so low. In fact, I'm going to show you tonight how you can get started to build a residual income with just $675 investment in yourself as a business. I thought that investment was way too low. I thought it couldn't really seriously be a real business. It was my CPA who convinced me that that was a write off and that indeed it was probably the best business I ever started. And he was right. So here's what makes us special. People talk all the time about their companies and other companies out there. I want to talk about a few things that really, I think, if you're starting a business today, these are things you need to be looking at. Who is your demographic? Who is your customer base? Your customer base is anybody with a body: parents, spouses, children, aunts and uncles, neighbors. Doesn't matter if they're male or female, doesn't matter their age, even your dogs and your cats are people who at some point or another recognize your dogs and cats aren't people, but all the other people are realize at some point what you put into your one irreplaceable asset that you only get one of, guys, matters. We have a consumable product. So it's not something that people purchase one time or once every year. It's not pots and pans. It's not an oil that'll last you for 4 months. These are products that people consume. And what you'll find, what you'll hear me teach tonight is our 30-day servicing is our number one product package for customers. And when people get started with a 30-day servicing where they cleanse the toxins out and pour plant nutrition in for 30 days, you don't need to change anything else you're doing or eating. Just add this 60 seconds of nutrition in every day for 30 days. 93 out of 100 people who do that 30-day servicing repeat purchase 2 or 3 of our products every month going forward. They replace their vitamins, they replace their omega-3s, they replace their greens product, they replace their crappy energy drinks with plant-based, brain food, feel good, taste good products that create a radical change in the way they feel. Noticeable change in the way they feel. That is where we really stand out. People repeat purchase our products over and over and over again. And for those of you that are looking for a home right now, these are things that top industry leaders are flocking to us because of these things. We are 17 years old. We are totally debt free. Less than 100,000 Americans even know we exist. And our owners are very, very wealthy. We're a secret. We've been a secret because we've done no social media. We've really done no social media. Why? Well, one of our claims to fame is helping people who are maybe over medicated, is a good way to say it. I'm not going to say we cure anything. I'm not going to say we cure any diseases, but when you give your body what it needs, it can heal itself. And in social media world, we're not a before and after with makeup. We're before and after on the inside. And the radical changes are huge. And so people are starting to catch on in the social media world. And if you're just now finding out about us, that may be a wave you get to take advantage of. The business model is touted by one of the best businesses to get started in as an entrepreneur because of the small startup cost, because of the ability to leverage your time, because of the residual income, and because of the ability to partner with people who've had success who will help you build your business. These are self-made billionaires. My son did an entrepreneurship class at Clemson last year, and he did an entire project on this industry. He got an A on that project as he promoted the ability to create full-time income working part-time from home. I was intrigued by how it started in a clinical practice with naturopathic physicians recommending this cleanse, balance, build philosophy to their patients for 30 years. There was a 3-year waiting list for people to get into the clinic. There were not enough practitioners. And they put their heads together and said, we got to start a company. We're not going to put the products at Whole Foods because how is it going to stand out from the other 175 vitamins? How are we going to stand out from the other 175 omega-3s and superfruits that are there? We're not going to stand out. They knew that word of mouth traveled best, so they chose to start in this industry where you are listening because somebody that you believe, like, and trust said, hey, you should take a look at this, which is exactly how I started. Now, I was in the corporate office twice in the last 3 weeks.
Look at all of
and one of the things that I was blown away by was the
all of our products.
extensive amount of documentation, studies that were done on the ingredients
Look at this, guys.
that our products contain. These are whole raw food, plant-based products with ingredients. This is a book just on our liquid daily build, our liquid vitamin and our capsule vitamin. I was so blown away by this. I wanted to just stop because I'm an analytical person. I wanted to just stop and take pictures of every single study they had in this book. And I did this video so that you can see what we have. If the FDA comes into this office tomorrow, they have documentation on every single product that we offer to our consumers. It's a pretty powerful company. Why are we so different? Why do we get such great results? I'm going to try to briefly touch on that tonight. After 20 years of practicing medicine, 20 years of writing 200 prescriptions a day, seeing 60 to 70 patients a day, and 16 years of sharing this message, I now believe that over 90% of the diseases, the ailments that affect our bodies are the result of these three things. And LivePure combats all three of them. We're toxic. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. Our food is being sprayed by men wearing hazmat suits. Our cancer rates are skyrocketing because of what we're consuming. We're literally being poisoned. We're out of balance. I could very easily talk about the massive amount of sugar we contain, that we're sitting now. Sitting is the new smoking as we do the majority of our work. And we're not exercising nearly enough, but I really like to dive into the research done in this book, the China study, as well as the research done in this book, that Chris Beat Cancer by Chris Wark. The back third of both of these books is all research on the importance of plant-based nutrition, teaching and proving that if you consume more meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, and bread than you do plants, that you're in an acidic inflammatory state where disease and infection thrive. So as much as we're going to talk about getting more sleep, exercising more, having the energy to exercise more, being able to live a more balanced life, I like to talk about putting your body in that alkaline state where you're not, disease and infection are not thriving. And then lastly, I'll talk about how we're undernourished. I mean, this is a pandemic. Go to a children's lunchroom in August and see what they're consuming at lunch. Lunchables, Oreos, Doritos, some soda, gummy bears. We are lacking in nutrition. The faster we can get it in our bodies, the better. Even the studies are showing it. Journal of Nutrition shows this is like a decade-old study. More than half of American children a decade ago were not getting enough nutrition. We're not getting the vitamins that they need. So the more educated you are, the more you supplement. The more educated you are, the larger your supplement cabinet is. Do you travel with it? Probably not. Can you tell when you take it? When you don't? Probably not. If something's going around, you're like, oh, I need to go find my selenium. That's in here somewhere. Okay, if you have a supplement cabinet, good for you. It means you know that what you put into your body matters. It means you know you need to do better. Okay, but if you can't see the results in lab work, if you can't feel a difference when you consume your products versus when you don't, if you don't pack it in your suitcase when you go to Disney World for a week, you need to seriously consider trying something new. If you're going to spend the money to put it in your body, it should be causing a result, a positive result that you can tell. For those of you watching, they're like, oh, I eat healthy. I don't need all this health and wellness junk. Wrong. That's naive. We've known for over a decade. In 2010, multiple studies came out that when you look at the results of all of them, it shows 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat are what you need to get the same nutrition that our grandparents got from 1 orange, 1 cup of spinach, 1 ear of corn, and 1 cup of wheat in 1960. Look at the difference in calories, guys. Nobody's going to eat 80 cups of spinach, by the way. Nobody can afford to eat 80 cups of spinach. We are literally walking around starving. So this answer is cleanse, balance, build. Cleanse your 7 eliminatory channels. Your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines. Cleanse them. Get the toxins out. It's like the 10,000 miles on your car. We have to take the car in every 10,000 miles, then get the old oil out. Change the air filter. Change the windshield wipers. When was the last time you cleansed your body? You serviced your body. People will say, oh, I went to the doctor last week because I had some stomach pain or some wrist pain. Okay, what'd they do? They did some scans. They did some lab work. They wrote you some Band-Aids in the form of prescriptions. That's not a servicing. We're going to cleanse those 7 eliminatory channels that are so backed up with sludge because you're consuming things your grandparents never even knew existed. We're going to balance out your pH. We're going to build your trillions of cells up with whole raw food nutrition. We have a wellness advisory board made up of medical doctors around the country who are utilizing these products in their practices over prescriptions. And many of our products are in the physician's desk reference. So I reference oftentimes the 30-day servicing. The company calls it the Core Plus. I call it the 30-day servicing. Why? Because when you consume these 7 products every day for 30 days, you will see results. First of all, they offer a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I don't know what you're supplementing with currently, but my recommendation is put it to the side for 30 days and utilize our plant-based calcium perfectly combined with magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin K. Utilize our sulfur, organic sulfur. It's an essential mineral that we are all deficient in that decreases inflammation. Think of just throwing water on the fires of inflammation in your body. The Mila is our plant-based omega-3 product that has high amounts of omega-3s because of where it's grown, where it's sourced, and high amounts of fiber, phytonutrients. The omega-3s are the power hitter in our Mila. Also high amounts of fiber, goes through your intestinal tract, scrubbing it out. But then what soluble fiber has been shown to do in clinical studies has been documented for decades. Do you struggle with high blood pressure? Do you struggle with cholesterol? Do you struggle with, I was going to show you another book that I had here a minute ago. Oh, do you struggle with hemoglobin A1C, or maybe you're pre-diabetic or you have high sugar levels? Get this book, read it. Every single case study in it, written by best-selling New York Times selling author, Dr. Bob Arnott. Every case study in this book, they consumed that Mila, that purple bag that you see there on the screen. By the end of the 3 months, they were consuming 8 tablespoons of it a day. The cleanse is the little green bottle there. You take it at night before you go to bed. It cleanses the 7 channels. There's no explosions. It's getting rid. It's like taking the old oil out of the car, putting new stuff in. The liquid daily build will replace probably 20 supplements you have in your supplement cabinet. And the Goyen is our bestseller. There's clinical studies on it published comparing it to leading antidepressants. Do you struggle with depression? Do you struggle with mood? Get ready. Your life is about to be changed. Now, what's crazy is most people treat their cars and their phones better than they treat their one irreplaceable asset. Yet most of us get a new phone every couple of years. We get a new car every 5 to 10 years. And we treat those things better. If your car needs new tires and new brakes, when you take it in for a servicing, you hand over that credit card, guys, because you need new tires and brakes. But we can drag this one irreplaceable asset we have through hell, literally. And it'll tell you your hair's falling out, your hair's brittle, your nails are thin and breaking. You can't lose weight no matter what you do. You're not sleeping, you're constipated. It'll tell you, I'm toxic. I need help. I'm inflamed. Your lab work is creeping up. If you're popping over-the-counter pills, it's likely you can see it in your kidney function tests. You can see it in your liver function tests. You're having to carry things around in your bag because of burning that you get after you consume things, pain that you have. You guys, there's natural things that you should be consuming that your grandparents got in their food that we're going to get to you in your body in 60 seconds every morning. So you can choose how you live out the last years of your life. What is in your genetic pipeline, guys? How are your parents right now? How did your grandparents, how are their last years? What's coming down the genetic pipeline towards you? Is it Alzheimer's? Is it Parkinson's? Is it heart disease? Is it eye issues? Is it circulation issues? It will likely hit you faster than it hit them because we're toxic. We're out of balance and we're lacking in nutrition. I'm going to give you exactly what you need to radically change your future. And let me add on right here. If you're just getting by financially and you're in your 40s and 50s, having a father who passed earlier this year and a mother who is in her early 80s, how you live in your 70s and 80s, your quality of life, if you're just getting by financially, is very different than the quality of life in your 40s and 50s if you're just getting by. I want to implore you, if you're just getting by, make some changes now so that your end of life years are thriving and not a struggle. It matters. The 30-day servicing, it's less than $10 a day. It's $289 to service your body for 30 days with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Now, if you're over 40 or you are on prescription medications, I highly recommend you look at our Core Complete. It incorporates these superfruits that have been used for thousands of years and documented in clinical studies done by the US for the last 3 to 4 decades to be very, very powerful for a variety of health issues. Here are the 6 things we typically see after 30 days on these products. Better sleep. That happened for me in days. More energy, days. Less pain. I can tell when I don't take them. The pain starts to creep in. I'm 49 years old now. Better bowel habits, whether you go too much or too little. It's unusual not to see a smoothing out, evening out of bowel habits. Better mood. Now, if you are grouchy, you probably don't know you're grouchy, but everyone around you does. And you are not a joy to be around. So to elevate the mood by the end of 30 days, you won't notice it, but people around you will be like, oh my gosh, you're so nice. What's going on? Are you in love? They'll try to figure it out. Weight loss. I only lost 3 pounds my first month. I lost another 29 pounds over the next 2 months. I was no longer starving. The food noise was gone. I was no longer trying to shove things into my mouth every chance I got because I was being finally nourished with whole raw food nutrition. These are the 6 things the average person notices in their first 30 days. Now, a lot of times when people are watching this, they're like, oh my gosh, this seems like a lot. I don't know that I could do it. It's too much work. It's too hard. I just want to tell you it's not that hard. My kids have been taking these products since they were toddlers. You can do shots or you can do smoothies. Now in our smoothie, I put the superfruits. I put the Daily Build. I put everything that's in that Core Plus. I also add our greens in because I think it's one of our best products, and the mushrooms that we have in our greens Oh, they're so good. And again, this book, all about what our greens have in them. And so we incorporate all of the products plus a few others into our smoothie. And in my household, we get more nutrition in 60 seconds in the morning than my whole neighborhood gets in a week. I'm talking fast, guys. I'm trying to give you enough information in a small amount of time. You can learn more at purelifechangers.com. You can go and hear what the doctors have to say about the products, hear what people have to say about the products and what their results have been. I've been talking to you mainly about the health because that's what drew me in. That's why I'm still here. It's why the doctors are here. By the way, we're not here for the results of 30 days. We're here for the 90-day lab work. That's why we're really here. But we also have some subcategories. We have a skincare system from Korea that rivals anything you can find on the market. This is coming from someone who used to sell the most expensive, most scientifically documented skincare. People see results in 2 weeks after starting our skincare system. We have a sports line that rivals any sports line out there. We have a kids supplementation program. We have a coffee that has cordyceps in it. And then we have a 6-week metabolic system. I'm focusing in on the nutrition. I don't want you to get overwhelmed with everything else out there, but we have phenomenal products. And so at this point, most people are like, I'm interested. I'm interested. How do I get started? It's so easy, guys. You can be a customer. And I want you to think of it like joining Costco or Amazon, but with no membership fee, with no obligation to ever purchase again. Go to livepure.com and choose your package. I highly recommend the Core Plus or the Core Complete. Core Plus is $289, and you'll actually have a little bit more than a 30-day supply. Get back to the person who invited you, ask them for their link, or just go to livepure.com, use the magnifying glass, throw the Core Plus into your cart, and at checkout, it'll ask, do you want to be a preferred customer? Yes. Give them your email address. You get 25% off. Again, no obligation to purchase again. Make sure to enter the name of the person who invited you. If $289 is making you nervous because maybe you don't have it, or maybe you're thinking of other people that need to take a look at this, I hope you'll consider being a brand partner. Having multiple streams of income is wise. It's just wise. And there is no better way, in my opinion, to create an additional stream of income. Also, self-made billionaires, Tony Robbins and Richard Branson, say there's no better way to create an additional income stream than what we have here. The hard part is finding the good company. That's the hard part. We have a system that once you choose to join us, we teach you how in 30 minutes a day, you will get instructions on exactly what to do for those 30 minutes. And at the end of 30 days, what the majority of our new brand partners see is $2,000 cash in their bank account that they've earned over the 30 days. If they continue following what we teach you to do for the next 60 days, so 90 days in total, at the end of 3 months, we expect you to have over $2,000 a month of residual income locked in. We teach you what to do. Why might someone not win here? They don't do it 30 minutes a day for the same reason. Thousands of people join the gyms in January and thousands are no longer working out in March. If you can do 30 minutes a day from your phone, from anywhere, and follow the exact instructions that we teach you, isn't it worth it to create an additional income stream? Now, I'm going to hope that you can hear this presentation. This is a short little video of some people we have on our team who have created significant wealth since getting started.
Hey, my name is David Paskey. This is my wife,
and
Emily.
I can't hear it.
Hey
so that
guys,
means you
we're
probably
Black
can't
Diamonds
hear
with
it.
Pure.
So we're going to skip over the testimonies again tonight.
Hey, my name's David
We can ask whoever invited you to share these testimonies with you, and I'll be glad to get them to you. We're only building 2 teams. At this point, I know I'm talking to the people who are interested in the brand partners part, being a brand partner. How do I create that income? We have 2 compensation plans. One is a customer building compensation plan. One is a team building compensation plan. You can do both. You can do either, or you can do none. But if you're on here still, you're probably interested in creating that income. You're looking for 2 people, guys. 2 people who would watch a presentation like this and be interested in partnering with us. What do you do once you partner with us? You invite 20 people to view. We teach you exactly how to invite them. It goes like this. Hey, Pam, how are you? Listen, you know me, you know what I've been looking for. I found something. You've got to take a look. If I send it to you, will you watch? Hey, Pam, I know you know multiple streams of income are wise. I found something that is absolutely amazing. If I send you something, will you watch? Or maybe you're going to invite Pam because you want her to take a look at the products. We teach you exactly what to say. We know, I've been doing this 16 years, that if you invite 20 to take a look, 10 will watch. And we absolutely know that 2 will join. We then teach those 2 exactly what to do. And as that duplicates over 12 weeks, 4,096 brand partners who are loving our products, and ordering 3 products a month will create an income that will blow your mind. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the income is so high and so almost unbelievable that I just go ahead and cut it in half. Let's just say that not everybody finds 2 over the next 12 weeks, okay? Half of those people quit. And at the end of 3 months, you've got 2,560 people sharing this with others, 2,560 people consuming 3 products a month. Again, remember, we have a 93% repurchase rate, okay? Your health is worth $135 a month. We have unsolicited repurchases. I don't have to call you and say, hey, you're running out of sulfur. Do you need more? People repurchase on their own. Okay. What happens in our organization is you're building, as I said, 2 teams. Let's just say a third of these people fall on your left-sided team, your team over here. 2/3 fall on this team over here. One of the bonuses that we get is called a team bonus, and you're going to get 10% of the volume ordered through that team each week. For ease, I'm doing it per month. I already cut the number in half. $8,530 per month is what you would be making in this scenario. Some people find this hard to fathom. So I'm like, all right, let's cut it in half. Let's say it's $4,265 per month. Now I've cut it in half twice. I'm going to cut it in half again. $2,500 a month in residual income from your brand partners that came from your 2 plugging into our system. You don't have to create a system. We've been doing this for 16 years. I help more people earn the company trip. I help more people earn checks than anybody else in the entire business. My leaders and I have created a system that duplicates. You will be working with myself or one of our 6 and 7 figure earners. And I'm going to tell you, this does not include the other 5 ways that we get paid. Do you think it's smart? Are you willing to work 30 minutes a day from your phone, from the car, from the beach, from the bathroom, from your closet, from wherever, to create that $2,500 per month? The rest of the people, after you find your 2, I'm telling you, they become customers. What do you think happens in the 6th month? Financial freedom happens. There's no cap to what you can earn here. So here's your options. Customer packages. I already talked about them, the Core Plus and the Core Complete. I want you to look seriously at our business packages. We've got a business value pack for $750. We have a business VIP pack for $2,249. All packs come with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. That business value package, guys, incorporates everything I put in my smoothie in the morning. That fusion is a combination of all the superfruits. It's not quite as powerful as all the superfruits individually, but it's great for a starter package. You've got the capsule form and the liquid form of our daily build. Why the capsule form? Liquid is more powerful, but it also is quite spicy. And so people who are used to consuming sweet things on a regular basis might not be able to palate the daily build liquid. So you get the capsules as well. You've got the greens. You've got the liquid calcium, which tastes amazing and is not cow's milk calcium. So it's alkalinizing, but it's also got that vitamin D and magnesium. Did you know that if you consume calcium without vitamin D, without magnesium, your body doesn't even absorb it? It doesn't know what to do with it. It's powerful. If you have bone issues, if you have insomnia, migraines, restless leg syndrome, you're likely deficient in calcium, vitamin D, or magnesium. You've got the energy, which is meant to be a replacement for any acidic energy that people are starting their day with, that gives heart palpitations, that gives jitters and crashes and adrenal gland fatigue. Plant focus, brain food. It's got ashwagandha, it's got spirulina, it's got blue-green algae. It's powerful and delicious. It's got our omega-3 product. You've got our brand new coffee. You have our award-winning Sensia skincare. You've got the cleanse as well as the sulfur and a probiotic, which is so huge for people who have gut issues. This value package is typically $1,000 retail price. If you join as a preferred customer, you'll get it for $750. Okay. I have a coupon for you. Whoever invited you has a coupon for you that will drop it to $675. We only have a limited amount of these coupons. So get back to the person who invited you if you want to do this business value package and get started today for that $675 starting point. Okay, now, if you're looking to create a big business, if you're not excited about $2,500 a month, you want to make $2,500 a day, let me encourage you, look at that VIP package. You're actually getting about $4,000 worth of products for $2,200. You have access to my VIP site, which is specifically only for the VIPs that I take under my wing to coach and mentor and get you to the level you want to get to quickly. Access to biannual team retreats. I just took a couple, our top producing couple to Grenada, my husband and I, for 4 nights, all inclusive. Flights were included, food was included. We just literally got back yesterday. You would be able to run for these trips. We have a special VIP Q&A call every Tuesday night and an increased sponsor bonus that the company offers that you get through the end of 2024. If you're looking for really building a big business, you already know who your 2 are going to be. You may want to consider getting started with that business VIP package. It's a powerful, powerful package for $2,249. Let me remind you, If you go to the grocery store and you put $2,000 worth of health supplements in your cart, you might feel like a crazy person. You might look like a crazy person. You start a business for $2,200. It's the smartest decision you will likely ever make. The cheapest business you'll probably ever start, and you're literally investing in your family's health. It's health insurance. Both of these packages, the business value package as well as the VIP package, have shipping included for free, have the $49 membership fee totally waived. And so you can't lose with either one. And lastly, I'll tell you, if you like to travel, guys, I love to travel. And when I found this company, my kids were little. My traveling was to Disney World or see my mom. My husband and I have been taken to Hawaii 3 times to stay at 5-star resorts, the Grand Wailea, 4 Seasons. We've been taken to Paris. We've been taken to Australia. We stayed in the same hotel Anthony Hopkins was staying in Australia. We climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge with the company. That was their excursion. We have been taken to Bora Bora and stayed at the 4 Seasons in those over-the-water huts. This is a group of our team that we all helped, all the leaders and I helped earn this trip to the Amalfi Coast in 2022. And then this was a whole group of us that went to Greece last year. We went to Athens and Mykonos. George Clooney was at the resort we were at just 5 days before us in Mykonos. This is the hotel that we were at. Our company does it big. Our owners are wealthy. They like to lavish us with amazing trips for opening our mouths and sharing what we have with others. And we are really excited to be able to share with you and to help you build a business and create financial freedom. We have a whole group of us going to Switzerland in September. And the next trip, guys, is likely to the Maldives. It's either the Maldives or Bali. And that is September of 2025. If you like to travel, you might have found the right place. I will promise you this. If you don't change, nothing will change. So stay on, get your questions answered. I do this live presentation every Monday night at 8 o'clock for you to be able to invite people to. I stay on to answer questions live. Somebody may be sending you 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos, 5-minute videos. I do this longer version because I want you to get the information that you need and be able to stay on and ask whatever questions you have. There are, of course, presentations that we've done that are very product focused. You might say, I want to know more about that cleanse, balance, build system. You might be an analytical personality and want to look at the nutrition facts. Go to livepure.com, type in the whichever package you want, Core Plus, Core Complete. It'll pull up the products. You can go look at the nutrition facts. So whatever you choose to do, get back to the person who invited you and let them know where you're at. Let them know. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Totally fine. Please don't go into the witness protection program. Just get back to them and let them know where you're at. But I hope maybe I've opened up your mind, number one, to why going to the doctor and getting a servicing hasn't helped you in the past. The average 50-year-old in America is on 5 prescription medications. If you don't know why, read the book, The Truth About Cancer. You'll understand why holistic natural health supplementation was taken out of medical school training decades ago, and why we as a people are turning back to that. Okay, this is a phenomenal book. And I just encourage you to do your research. It's not a home for everyone, but for those who are looking for community, who are looking for products that literally are life-changing and evoke an emotional response, it's not unusual for people to call me crying and thanking me. If you're looking for a way to create an additional income with a small amount of effort on a consistent basis, following a system that has been proven to work, if you're looking for community, like-minded people who have big ideals, big goals, big dreams, and want to change the world. They're just looking for that avenue that they can plug into to accomplish those goals and desires. And please, if you've let goals and dreams of yours go by, this could be that thing that you've been looking for, that you've been praying for. So let's see. I'm going to stop the recording. Thanks so much for joining us. Get back to